Okay, today we're going to make butterflies. So choose your paper. Single-sided paper is best for beginners, just so you can see which way round you're working. So you want to start with your piece of paper, white side up, colour side down. I'm going to fold it in half. Remember, if you keep your edges really neat from the beginning, then your origami piece will be a lot neater at the end. So open it up and then refold back in the other way. Open up again, and then you're going to fold the bottom line up to that center line you just made. Rotate it and repeat on the other side. Fold the bottom into the middle. Open it up, rotate 90 degrees, and then you're going to repeat the same. Fold the bottom up to the middle and then the top down to meet it in the middle again. And when you open it up, you'll see we've made a grid of 16 squares. Okay, now you want to fold in the diagonals, so fold the points to meet each other. Open up and repeat on the other side. Open out again. Then you're going to want to flip your paper over so your colour side faces up. And then we're going to fold each of the corners into the centre. Do this as neatly as possible so that you're all meeting on the centre point. Then you're going to open up these again. And again, we're going to flip the paper over so your white side's facing up again. Okay, this bit gets a little more tricky. So on the flat edges, you're going to take the points and fold them all to the middle. This line here, you're going to fold along that and then hold it in the middle there. So repeat on the other side. Push that bit into the middle. So you just want to hold those in the center. And mark down this line once you've folded it back. Don't worry about the bits that are poking up in the air for now. Again, folding that into the center. Then if you fold them out like that, it looks like a windmill. But you want to flatten them down so they create this sort of gem shape. And then you want to rotate, flip your paper over so that you've got this flap at the top. So you're going to be working on this side. Now this bottom edge we're going to fold up onto this middle line. But you're not going to crease all the way along with this one. So we'll line it up in the center. And then where my fingers are, there's some diagonal points running down onto that, what is now the edge. You just want to fold up to that point on both sides. So you're just going to be folding in the center. Then flip it round and repeat on the other side, folding the bottom up to the middle, but only creasing in the center there. And then we're going to do the same on either edge. Ignore the triangular points. You want to take that straight edge up to the center again. You might have to like lift these flaps up and kind of look underneath them. And then again, you're only gonna crease the fold in the center of the paper. And you're gonna do that again on the last side. Once you open it up, you should have created a folded square in the center. Just make sure those lines all meet up. What you're going to do is these two flaps at the side where your triangles are poking out, you want to push those in to the center, and then the flap at the bottom that you just created, so you've got three sides of that square there, you want to pinch those two together so that they are in line, and pull them apart, so that will help when you flatten them down like this. And then you're going to flip it round. These two are the same as what we just did, so push those side flaps in and pull that bottom one up, and then pinch them together at the sides and like pull them out as you lay them flat. Flatten that all out so it's nice and neat. Then you're going to flip it again. Want to work on the other side. Just check that you're working on the right side here. You want to be able to see the whites of the back side of the paper here. That way you know that you're working the right way around. And then just crease it long ways down the center, and then crease it the other way down the middle as well. It will naturally fold there because you've already created them. And now you're going to peel these. These are the wings. So you've got where the paper shows the whites, you've got two layers of paper there. You want to fold both of those out. They should just flip out. And you can do that for the top two and the bottom two along this diagonal line. Okay, now you have this sort of flower shape. This bit gets a little more complicated. Just make sure you're working the paper the right way round. You want to be able to see the inside of the paper where the white is, which is where I'm running my pencil down. So they want to be on the inside, running down like that. Just put your folds back in so your paper sits so that you can do your next fold. Okay, so you're using the bottom wings now, ignore the rest. In these bottom wings, we've already got this crease here. And when I show you up close, you'll see that if you fold that back, it creates a triangle shape. So don't worry about the rest of it, we're just going to concentrate on this triangle for now. This outside edge, you're going to meet with this inside edge, and just fold that. Open that back up, and then you're going to do the same with this outside longer edge and meet on that inside one. It's a bit more fiddly because you're trying to hold the rest of the butterfly, but just take your time. You should be able to put it down, pick it back up again, rotate it if it doesn't feel right. So that we're still working on this same triangle. This point here, you're going to fold down inside to where that pencil is. This is a bit more fiddly now. make sure that crease is really strong. And then the line that we put in just before, we're going to fold that back over that little triangle there. Smooth those creases out. And hopefully you can see that that's going to be the bottom of the wing. Just here you can put a little pinch in there, which is just going to help you fold that little bottom tail. Just pinch the two sides together, and then at the end we can curl them around something, which is just going to strengthen the fold a little more. This top bit needs rounding off slightly, so we're just going to fold this point backwards on itself. There's no specific place that you need to fold this one to, so you can fold it as far up to the center as possible, or wherever you think looks best. And that's one of the bottom wings sorted. Now you're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So again, we'll start with that fold that we've already got in there. We'll fold that back along this line. And we're going to have our triangle again. So we're going to start with a short outside edge, and we're going to fold it along to meet the inside edge. Open that up, and then we're going to do the longer edge back to meet the inside one. Open that up again, and then you've got that tip of that triangle there. I'm going to fold down onto that point again. And then with our previous fold, we're going to push that back over the top of that little triangle that we've just made, so that covers that up and tucks it in. Then you want to just smooth out all your other creases, make sure all your folds are strong. And again, we're going to put in a tiny little pinch, a tiny little fold just at the bottom of that wing, which is going to help us to sharpen out those points at the bottom. And then lastly, you're just going to fold back that corner again to curve off the wings. Fold it in half again, just re-put those folds in so it sits right. And that's your finished butterfly. So now you can sort of play around with the wings. I like to curl them around paintbrushes or pencils. It just sort of smooths them out and it makes them look more finished. You can do the same with the tips of the bottom wings, but just make sure you're holding it all in place so that that little triangle fold that we created doesn't fall out. And then you can curl them round. This gives it a nicer shape. You'll be able to see the difference between this one and the one I made earlier, which I haven't curled. So yeah, the orange one looks much better. And that's it, that's your origami butterfly. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share and save this video. Bye!